And today we're going to make a Christmas card. Well, a winter card. Yeah, it's Christmas. I'm sorry, I'm not fooling anyone. We have some cream paper as the cardstock base. Let me zoom out a little. Okay. And then we're going to use this paper from K & Company. This fun little mat stack that is actually, all of the paper in it has this cute little scallop around it. And it's double-sided. I love K & Company for mat stacks because they're double-sided. So, first things first is we're going to put some ribbon on this piece right here. And we're just going to use some pretty red ribbon. And if you watched my ribbon video, I'm going to show you. I'm going to do one of those little tricks. It's going to be great. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to tie this around my finger. We're going to tie a little knot in this and then keep it around my finger. Make another knot so that it's actually a knot. Okay, tie it tight. Then pull your finger out. Don't tie it too tight, obviously. If you do, no worries, okay? Just snip it off, because that's what we're going to do anyway. Okay, just please don't cut yourself. And we're going to put it at the bottom. And we're going to tape it. Okay. So there's our flat little bow. And I'm just going to trim it just a tiny bit more on both sides, since it was cut exactly the same. And then we will glue this onto here. So I'm going to grab my ATG. So I've already creased this where I want it to fold. Since this mat stack, it comes flat on one side, I'm just going to fold it over. Just like that. Make sure it's straight on the front. Now I want some kind of sage green background. So I'm going to use some, there we go, that's perfect. Some sage green, and I'm actually going to cut out, that one would be too big. It's a good thing about Spellbinders, they come in all different sizes. Okay, so this one could go either this way or this way and still have room. And I think I'm going to make it go this way, so I might want to make it just a tiny bit smaller. Yeah, that looks cute. I just want to make sure my mittens will fit in here because that's what's going to go in there. So I'm going to cut this out in sage green. Here we go. Here's our cute little mat, and we're going to put these, this is adhesive, so we're just going to get that ready. We'll just go ahead and put it on. It's fine. And I want to put it right about here because I want to leave room for my mittens to be tied up here with the bow. Okay, so I've done the mittens. Sorry, that was labeled 10 by Spellbinders Nestabilities. So, I think it was labeled 10. Yeah, labeled 10. And I've also got Spellbinders mitten set, and these have little tiny stitches on them. And these little mittens I did with Core'dinations paper. So I'm just going to go ahead and sand these so that that underneath color shows up. And it's going to be so cute because, okay, once I sand those away, oops, I'm going to use my little cloth, my Dust Buddy, which is by Core'dinations paper. They have their own little Dust Buddy so that you can clean up after your sanded mess. And then I'm just going to put these little mittens together. I'm going to glue them on here, and then I'm going to tie some ribbon for there to be hanging them up on. So let's pop dot these little guys. And I'm actually going to be using Scotch Permanent Adhesive 3D pop-up dots. These are new, and I really like them because, watch this. You peel off this little plastic piece, and the glue dot's on there. You don't have to touch your finger or anything like that. And then you put it on the back, and then you peel this piece up. There you go. That's it. No sticking to your nails or your fingers or whatever. So, and no mess because they just come out one at a time. So it's not like you have a roll that's unraveling. Okay, so there we go. See how easy that was? Peel it off. Stick it on. There you go. I want these to be kind of staggered. The only thing I wish about Spellbinders is that they made mittens that went opposite ways so that, but since they're embossed also, I couldn't make them go different. I could make them go different ways, but the embossing would be on the wrong side. So I didn't want to do that. So there's my little mittens, and I'm going to put some little rhinestones right here. Okay, but first let's do our ribbon to tie up our mittens. And actually, you know what I think we're going to do? I think we're going to use twine. That'll give it some texture variation, and then I won't feel so bad. Okay, we're going to use twine or hemp, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so we're going to tie our little bow. I do have a video on bows now, so check it out. Okay, so yeah, I like that better. And then we'll just tuck these underneath, so I'm going to need to trim them just a little bit. So I'm going to hopefully get that stuck by my glue dot. That one is. And I'm going to hopefully get this one stuck by my glue dot. And that one is. And then I'm just going to put a tiny little glue dot behind here. And guess what? They also have little tiny dots now too, so I can take, which comes in super handy right now because I don't want to take my project off, because the other kind I would just lay it down onto the roll. This one I'm going to be able to place it exactly where I want it, which is right there. Peel off the backing. Okay, so my camera was running out of battery, so I just did some iRock work on here, and I used 2 gold nail heads on the side, and I just picked those up at Hobby Lobby, and I want to say they were probably like $1 a package, and they're nice for something different when you don't want rhinestones. I know, did I just say that? You don't want rhinestones? Okay, so mittens, bow, nail heads, and now we need a sentiment. So I have the Winter Fun set from Pink by Design, and I'm going to use dark chocolate ink from Paper Tray Ink, and on the front I'm going to put Cold Days, and on the inside it's going to say Warm Hearts. So Cold Days is going to go on the front, and I have the stamp curved just a tiny bit so it kind of hugs this mat. Cold Days. On the inside, it's going to say Warm Hearts. Cold Days, Warm Hearts. That's it. That's our little Christmassy card. Christmassy. It's Christmassy because it's red and green. It could just be winter. So make it blue when you have a winter card. But that's it, and that was using 2 different Spellbinders, and I love it. I think it's super cute. So thanks for watching, everyone.